Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy. Home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense is up first today. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. The pocket breaking down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Bringing pressure. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
Now, they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Returner is brought down. It's a start of the next drive. The Longhorns offense comes out for their first possession today. And how about the game within a game today? The running back coming downhill, the linebacker coming up to meet him. We expect some collisions on this field today.
Yeah, this linebacker's going to have his hands full because this running back is a difficult guy to contain. Both guys know where each other's going to be lined up at all times. It's just going to come down to which guy can come up and make a play against the other.
Caught over the middle. It's Bond. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Longhorns will have to take it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Belling.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Dropping back. It's Nolan. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. He hands it off from the gun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. That sack sets up a third down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The game makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Longhorns are going to cash in this red zone trip. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle, but first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking for some space. It's Baxter. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space. making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they take the early lead.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
That's caught. It's Smith. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Scanning the field. It's Nolan. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Breaks loose at the 40.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Pulls it in. It's Tate.
Another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barron, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Field. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Pressure is coming. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Dumps it down to the back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. And the defense scoops it up. It's a live ball, remember. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Number 29 with the return.
And they'll set up with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Texas 14, Ohio State 0.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. To throw, it's Nolan. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. That completion makes it second and medium. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And the back now goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Crucial third down play coming up. Back to pass. It's yours. Caught quickly. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Caught on the outside. It's Baxter.
And the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
He missed it. Field goal, no good. The lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal with 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And a sophomore making an impact play. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Bond.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. Those yards after the catch, that'll pad your stats.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made down inside the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
He had the extra point and the lead now 21-zip. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
21, Ohio State, 0.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's running out of time here. Dump off caught by the running back. Finding some room with the 25. Second after their defense cannot stop them short of the mark. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, that one's picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. But that's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Defense is coming after him. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he lofts one deep over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit it for a big touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, but still trail by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's yours. Receiver makes the grab, and it works. The first down to the 35. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half was a handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Second down play coming up. On the run, it's Baxter. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the route is on. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
35, Ohio State, 7.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Ohio State
comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Quarterback still with the football. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And, boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Tight end goes in motion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Now it's 2nd down here. To throw, it's Nolan. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
It's 3rd and a mile. Dropping back to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Grab behind the line. It's Blue. And he's brought down just short of a marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Looking downfield. It's Nolan. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Running back with the football. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Snags a quick throw. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can and all to get the ball back.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. 1st and 10 play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
To the air, it's yours. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. He's going to hand this off. In the clear at the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Longhorns are in the red zone. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking for some space. It's Baxter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bond. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal here. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the return will be brought down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They've got him down out near the 40.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both.